Everybody, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for passing by. Thank you so much for subscribing, and thank you very much for watching my videos. You are greatly appreciated. Now, I recently did a video on the Prime Minister's debate. I saw it, I watched it repeatedly, and it didn't sit well with my spirit, and so I made an entire video on it, right? I'm not the only person who has ill feelings towards the debate and towards Dionne Jackson Miller. I question her level of professionalism. I question her intent or agenda. What's her ulterior motive towards asking a whole bunch of complaint questions when it comes to the debate and questioning the Prime Minister versus not asking the opposition leader anything about what is it that they have in mind to do with the country should they be successful as the Prime Minister of the country in the election, that is. And I'm saying that many persons and many strays have been coming over to my channel and leaving their comments and saying this, people writing me paragraphs, telling me about the Integrity Commission, the affidavit. Listen, I do not care 2 squirts of duck feces on what you have to say to me. I am not concerned about Integrity Commission. They are not lawmakers. They do not determine my meal tomorrow and the Constitution. I am speaking about a debate involving the Prime Minister and the questions that were asked. You cannot bypass all the development that are taking place across the island solely to focus on problems that people are having and, you understand me, oversight bodies are having with the Prime Minister. If you ask one question, but when it's a continuous amount of questions, then the debate should have stopped. The Prime Minister should have took the notion and stopped the debate. He is within his right and he has the power to do it. He doesn't owe you an unlimited explanation of every single thing that you want to complain about. You understand me, being salty because who you like isn't about to win the election. And so you guys coming under my comments and writing me paragraph have zero to do with me. I'm just going to delete it because I'm not going to read it. You understand? So with that being said, I believe that there is a propaganda tool out there and it's through the media and they're about to make the Prime Minister look bad in every way. If there's something groundbreaking that he does, you don't find media houses running with it wild. However, when it came to 28 bank accounts, as they want to push that narrative, everybody's running with it and you're continuously speaking on it and stuff like that. It's a strategy I understand in politics and I've spoken about it before because we saw where the opposition did it with the traffic euro scandal. You understand? So I understand strategies in politics. However, this is one that is just not taking. And so you have to do something called move along, move on. You have to find something else. You understand? And I think that's what is the issue right now. I'm not the only person. There are several persons out there who are speaking out about the debate and that it wasn't conducted properly because the questions that they were hoping to ask. And if you watch the forum with Emily Crooks prior to the debate, persons spoke on questions that they were hoping to be asked and answered. And many of them did not. They were never acknowledged. Persons are also saying that why we want to question Mark Golden about Finstock 35 years ago. 35 years ago, a lot of persons lose their business. 35 years ago, a lot of persons lose their property, including their home. Many of them have not yet recovered from it. So maybe it's okay in your neck of the wood because you were raised as a goddamn criminal to take people's things and believe that it's okay. And because there's a law that might facilitate the fine details in it so you can slip around and slide your way through. It doesn't work like that for many persons. You understand? You have a high crime rate in the country for many reasons than one. This is not a joking matter. Land is the greatest asset in the world. And when a person loses their land or lose their property like that, you understand? It's something to be talked about. It's not something that you get over because you say they should get over it. It doesn't work like that. And so it's very unfortunate that you would It's very unfortunate that you would see fit to make a comment like that. He still has to be questioned. All questions were never answered. And persons want to know why should we give somebody with criminal deeds the opportunity to become the Prime Minister. So here's the secret, in case you don't know. Everybody takes money. Everybody takes more than what they're supposed to. It matters not if you are the prime minister or the leader of the opposition. Everybody, when they go into power, they might take. Once the opportunity presents itself, they might take. However, we are concerned about work that is being done right now. So let's say Mark Golding comes into power and becomes a prime minister. Are you trying to tell me that this will be a completely open and honest person? I don't think so. I'm thinking that people want to know that there isn't a mismanagement of state funds and, people involved in clandestine activities. We have every right to question what the debate was really about. Was it about to drill the prime minister? He wasn't in a court. And it's almost like he was being cross-examined and he had to answer these questions and they are going to come back to it and badger him with it. That's what I'm speaking on. And so I'm not the only person who's speaking out against it. The Integrity Commission is not a lawmaking body. Journalists do not control the country. They are also not a lawmaking body. And I find it very strange the prime minister don't come and speak out about these group and let them know their place. You understand? So there's something called boundaries and limitations. And I think you are doing too much. So for all those who don't like it, bite it. And for the nincompoop that was in my comment section saying the same thing over and over until you got your ass deleted, I did not say that no question about FinSAC was asked to Mark Golding. I spoke specifically. They have a saying that reading is fundamental. Listening with understanding is also fundamental because it tells your ability to process information and it tells how much you listen carefully or listen well. I spoke specifically and said Dionne Jackson Miller was asking the Prime Minister about oversight body's decision that he is seemingly overruling each time. However, no questions. She herself did not ask any question to Mark Golding about FinSAC and about the collapse of the economy and all of these type of things. And this is what I'm speaking on. All the questions. I never said that she wasn't supposed to ask any question about inconsistencies. I spoke on 3 things that I believe the Prime Minister, being a part of a debate, should answer. And I think the questions should be about development of the country, moving forward, mean plans, agendas, and stuff like that. And what? Concerns that citizens may have. This is what I am saying. But you guys are listening for the sole purpose to react, not even to respond, but to react. And you're writing me epistles upon epistles about this and that, about affidavit. I am speaking about a debate. And persons are telling me that who won a debate. I never commented on who won a debate. As a matter of fact, how you guys take information that the media gave to you and hand to you to determine how you think and function. I do not go by such fundamentals. I am not listening to a debate to find out who win. I am listening to the debate to find out what development that are taking place, what are the plans to move forward, both by the Prime Minister and the opposition side, and also concerns that citizens have. I even spoke about many things, even in my first video, because it's not the second video. It's not the second time, I'm sorry. I am doing a video commenting on the debate. You never hear me mention who won a debate because I'm not speaking on who win a debate or winning. I'm speaking about development in the country, how they answer questions and stuff like that. That was my thing. And I said that the forum, a lot of questions are being asked. A lot of them will not be answered because time isn't made available. However, in this particular debate, the forum that was held by Emily Shields on TVJ prior to the debate, there were very pertinent questions that the panel asked and the panel had an interest in wanting to know. And I'm thinking it would have been somewhere along that line. The Prime Minister and the opposition would have been questioned. Most of those questions, which are very important, were never asked. And that's the little itch that I'm having. There should have been more important questions asked about development. You understand me? Because even if there are concerns, there can be concerns in the development process also. But it seems to me, I didn't even speak about the 28 bank account because Dionne Jackson Miller did not really spoke on that. I'm just speaking on her constantly asking questions of complaint rather than regarding the development that are taking place in the country. So it seems as if nothing is being done. Clearly, there's a rhetoric that is being spewed that the government does nothing for the country. Andrew Holness is doing absolutely nothing for the country. So if she's going to ask all the questions and they're all about complaint, nothing along development line, nothing along plans moving ahead, nothing about something structural that is actually taking place with the citizens, where the prime minister have to be incorporating what he is doing and what he has done with the concerns that are in the country. You understand? It seems as if it's a propaganda. She was sent by people to, spew the propaganda of the prime minister not doing anything in the country. In the comment section, someone asked me about tourism, and tourism has generate a whole lot of revenue, but the small man is not feeling it or getting any of it and stuff like that. People need to remember that there are many persons who work for government in the tourism sector. You have the courtesy cup, you have so many other persons. They have to be paid. There are sites, there are properties that are under the tourism sector, and they have to be maintained. Repairs have to be done, maintenance work have to be done, people have to get paid. You understand? Utility have to be paid. Also, bills have to be paid. So all of this incorporate under what? Under the tourism sector. You understand? And so all of with that being said, all persons involved in tourism have to be what? Paid. Many persons are speaking on maintenance, and it's taxpayers' money that are being spent to put up signs, to put up this. When it comes to tourism, it's taxpayers' money. No, it's not taxpayer money from the tourism sector. It's not taxpayers' money. Okay, so people need to have that understanding in moving forward. It's very little I can say. It's very little I can really say so that persons can have an understanding, because it seems as if people are hell-bent on believing what they want to believe. And because I realize the audience that I'm talking to, you understand, it makes no sense. All the things that I'm saying is just futile. It's just going to go through one ear poop and come through the other. I'm not representing any party. I only speak that I'm a supporter of Andrew Holness. I'm not speaking about any party, and I'm not speaking about that. But you guys have this party mentality and all of that. You're bringing up Michael Manley. Okay, 35 years ago, FinSAC was, according to you. Michael Manley is what, more than 50 years ago? Why do you guys constantly bringing up Michael Manley program? Mark Golding was speaking on what his father did. He's not speaking on what his plans are, what he can do, what has he done. You understand? To further advance Jamaica. There are so many things you can do while being an opposition. There are many outreach programs. You can speak to young people who are in at-risk community, all of these type of things. You understand me? You can start a business forum where you can spend like a 20 minutes and speak to the wider society about proper investment, smart investment, and all these type of things. There are so many programs out there. Not so many, I'm sorry. There are programs out there that speak on it. However, it will not be enough. So it would have been good, seeing that Mark Golding is also an attorney at law and he was involved in finance. It would be good. There's nothing that we can safely say that Mark Golding has done while being in an opposition, and he can strengthen it should he become successful in the election. So these are the things that I'm talking about. So I'm not sure why people are attacking me and coming and tell me about Michael Manley and all of these type of things. And you miss me with all that bullshit. I'm talking about a debate. A debate. Who win, who lose, and that's not my concern. You can take that cultic BS over to where you are from and who caters for it. I'm not about that cultic movement. I am talking about pertinent questions that should have been asked.